Shopee review, we check for you.
Now, I'm pretty sure most of you have already known OnePlus as the brand that produces smartphones that are flagship killers with insanely good specs, and this year is no different at all. Because what we have today with us is the OnePlus 10T 5G, a smartphone that is equipped with the latest processor, the Snapdragon 8 Plus Gen 1, which is known for excellent gaming performance. Now, without any further delay, let's go ahead and unbox this right here. OnePlus claims that the target audience for the 10T are gamers and enthusiasts looking for value. Now, do bear in mind that this is the cheapest smartphone available in the market that is equipped with the Snapdragon 8 Plus Gen 1, retailing at the price of 3,199 ringgit. Being able to game and all that, I have no complaint at all because I'm so satisfied even playing games at the highest setting possible. Now, thanks to the pretty obvious reason of having 16 gigabytes of RAM and also this feature they call the Hyperboost gaming engine. Basically, that allows your smartphone to play games with such high responsiveness and very less frame rate drops or fluctuation. Now, the OnePlus 10T is equipped with Oxygen OS 12.1, which is based on Android 12. You'll be getting very little to none bloatware at all. Now let's get into the design and build. Now, if you have been using OnePlus smartphone for quite some time, I'm pretty sure most of you are aware that it's missing an alert slider. On the weight, it's definitely leaning more on the heavier side, but I don't see any issues with that at all. At the back, you'll be seeing that there's a lot of fingerprint, which means that this smartphone is a fingerprint magnet. You'll be getting very minimal button layout, which is the volume rocker and the on and off button, a punch hole camera instead of the teary drop, and you'll be getting an old school flat display, which is a good thing because a lot of you might know that curved screens can come with its own disadvantages as well. That's a plus point. It'll also be a plus point for us if you could like and subscribe to our video right now. Now let us get into the camera setup. Now you'll be getting a 50 megapixel main camera and you'll also be getting an 8 megapixel ultra wide lens and also equipped with a 2 megapixel macro lens. For the front facing camera, you will be getting a 16 megapixel lens. Now in terms of video recording, this smartphone is actually capable of recording up to 4K with 60 frames per second. But if you want to go slow motion with 240 frames per second, it will be capped at 1080p instead. But if you want to go slower than that, it will be 480 frames per second, but capped at a 720p resolution. And what makes it even better, it is actually equipped with a stabilization as well, both for the rear camera and the selfie camera, which is very rare. I think we should head outside and do the test for you guys. How about that, huh? All right, everyone, so right now we are outdoor. As you guys can see, there are buildings, there are skies, there are also trees behind us. So we're gonna test out the selfie camera right here, 16 megapixel. So I'm just gonna try to move around and check out the stabilization here. It looks pretty okay, but if I were to switch on the stabilizing mode, you guys will see a huge difference. So we're gonna go ahead and switch that on right now. This is with stabilization. So as you guys can see, the motion is a lot smoother. Let me try to do a quick burst here. Now let's test out selfie camera right here. That was the front-facing camera. I'm really excited to try the rear-end camera because it's actually capable of recording at a higher resolution, higher FPS. So right now, I am recording at 4K resolution with the main camera. As you guys can see, there's a lot of details on the building right here. The color science looks pretty amazing. This one, however, is recorded at 1080p with stabilization. So if you were to switch on the stabilization, so you can get that smooth, buttery motion like this. Now, do bear in mind, despite being capable of recording at 4K, you do have a mode for high efficiency video where you can save high-resolution videos but in a smaller size, so you won't have to run out of space. But don't be worried, because you won't be losing any details at all despite being a smaller size. So the rear end camera of the OnePlus 10T is equipped with a 50-megapixel main camera and an 8-megapixel ultra-wide angle lens, and for the macro it's 2 megapixels. So we're gonna put it to test, starting off with a high-resolution photo of this building. I'm gonna take the same photo with a wide angle lens. Now I'm gonna try out the macro lens, so I'm gonna snap a photo of this one. Now, one of the many things I like about this OnePlus 10T is the 10-bit color mode, meaning that even if you were to zoom in and take a photo, start off with the main camera as well, and you go to ultra wide, you won't be losing too much detail, and the photos will look very consistent. Now that we're done with the outdoor shooting tests, let's head back to the studio. Okay, so that was a fun shoot. Well, for most of you who create content using your smartphone, be it taking photos or making videos, you guys know that your camera will drain a lot of power. There is a 150-watt SUPERVOOC power adapter. Now, OnePlus claims that it can charge from 0% to 100% in a span of 20 minutes. But do bear in mind that this smartphone doesn't come with wireless charging. Alright, so we got the charging cable set up and we have the timer right here. The smartphone itself is on 24%, and start the timer and let's see how quick it charges. The battery on the smartphone is 4,800 mAh battery, which is a pretty decent. So we started off at 24% earlier, right? It's been 6 minutes and we're at 61%. Alright, so as you guys can see right here, the display that comes with this smartphone right here is a 6.7-inch 2K AMOLED display with 120Hz refresh rate. By saying that, you'll be getting a really immersive gaming experience right here. And on top of that, it also supports 10-bit color depth and also HDR10+, good for your media consumption like watching movies, dramas, and all of that. Even from the speaker, right, it has dual stereo speaker right here, one at the bottom, one at the top. So that was pretty cool as well. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna go and set everything to the highest setting possible. I've set everything to high right now. Dude, this looks good. Yeah, they did pretty well. I mean, even with the enemies like shooting me and all that. And also one of the weaknesses that a lot of smartphones has is also the capability to run such high intensity games, and the rendering, you know, sometimes you don't even notice that there's an enemy coming to you, right? Because you're playing on such low setting. Here just now, I was playing on the highest setting, you know, the rendering happened a lot sooner. Okay, now let's just conclude all of my user experience of using this smartphone right here. Starting off with the camera. Now, having the capability of recording at 4K resolution with 60 frames per second and also 1080p resolution with 240 frames per second, these are everything that a video creator could ever ask for. And to top that off, you'll also be having the feature of 10-bit color and high efficiency video, which allows you to save up a lot of storage on the smartphone. Now, other than making videos, I also like to kill some time by playing some games. Now, thanks to the Snapdragon 8.1 Gen 1 and also the Hyperboost gaming engine, I have never had any hiccups playing games on these phones. Now, both of these activities consumes a lot of battery, right? Well, I don't have to worry about my battery lasting the whole day because I can charge it up in a span of 20 minutes. But at the end of the day, those are all my personal user experience. But who is this actually for? Starting off with, well, if you're a gamer who doesn't necessarily want a bulky look and you like the whole discreet, minimalistic, simple design of the OnePlus 10T, I believe this should be in your pocket. And also, if you're the kind of person who is constantly on the go and wants to make sure that you are reachable through your phone all the time, having the capability of charging up your phone in a span of 20 minutes will serve you very well. So that's my review on the OnePlus 10T 5G. If you find this video useful, don't forget to leave a like, share, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you don't miss out on our future video as well. Thank you so much for tuning in, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Bye-bye.